This is the Tea Leaf Tarot and Oracle forecast for the week of 5 November to 12th of November 2018. This is for all star signs. If you would like a weekly update subscription for your specific star sign, then please go to the website. You can purchase it there. Or if you would like a personal or private reading or that incredible soulmate reading, that's all the links are in the description box below for the website. You can also get them there. Right, so we're going to have a look at the big energies here that will touch on all of your lives, perhaps in some way. For some of you, it'll tell the whole story. I'm going to start with the relationship reading and then move on to the tea leaf reading. So where relationships are concerned for this week, it's interesting. I bet you don't look forward to me when I say it's interesting. There's separation, religious factors, and trust. So I pulled 3 tarot cards as well because I wanted a little bit more clarification on this story. Because off the bat, I would say that for many of you, if the crunch has been coming in a relationship, this is the week that it happens. If you've been growing apart and you know it and you just can't see eye to eye on things, because separation says time apart from your partners on the horizon. Religious factor says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual growth. Trust says this or path, growth. Isn't it interesting I said growth? Ha! Take note of that. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. So if we look at separation, for some of you, this is a permanent thing. For not one of you that I'm speaking to is this any surprise. It's not coming out of the blue. It's not something which I'm going to catch you by surprise with even saying. It's kind of you've known the day was coming. The separation may not be permanent, okay, because there's a bit more in the tarot cards here. For some of you, it's just a very short time and you're not even necessarily spending time apart. You perhaps have a bit of a fallout with your partner, and there's just that distance between the two of you. There's that emotional distance between the two of you because that religious factor says to me, you're not seeing eye to eye on things. You have very different viewpoints on something. Trust says, if it's just a case of a falling out with your partner, and you know it's just a case of you will both get over it, you will compromise somehow, or you get past it, just trust that what is happening is part of, as I said, your spiritual growth. Some of you, this is it, but you know it's it. Okay, so I'm not surprising you with this. You've known for a long time that the two of you just don't see life in the same way. Trust that it's leading you to something brilliant and wonderful and something that you truly, truly want. Because if we look at those tarot cards, that Sky Tom came with a separation card, which says that you could push the issue. You could try and make your partner see things the way you see them, and try and make them stay with you, but it's not going to have the end result you want. Just pushing the issue is going to make it much worse than what it already is. The 5 of Sieve, that poor bedraggled cat coming out of the ocean with religious factors, says, yes, you're feeling bedraggled and wet and bothered, perhaps more than that, some of you, but it says this is not the end of the story, that card says. Don't think this is the end. There is more to the story. There's more to come. This isn't the end point, so don't let the misery overtake you. Dust yourself off and get up, because the Fire Queen, along with the Trust card, says you will be restored to your former glory. You will feel that passion and that faith and that hope and that trust again in your heart where relationships are concerned. Be it in your existing relationship, it gets rekindled, or you find a new relationship which makes you feel like that all over again about relationships, despite the fact that right now you will be thinking, that's impossible. It's not. That final card says have trust, have faith, because there's something, an incredible something where relationships are concerned that will rekindle all that fire and passion for you again. Now I did a tea leaf reading for the week ahead, poured some tea, looked at the tea leaves. Let's see what there is for the week ahead. Now, if you see something in that teacup that I haven't seen, there were specific symbols that jumped out at me, pictures that jumped out at me, and those are the ones that I picked to read. If you see something that jumps out at you that I missed, that's perhaps relevant to you, then just let me know in the comment boxes below, and I'll have a look at it for you. So the first symbol that jumped out for me was the bow. Okay, then it was followed by a caterpillar, very distinctly a caterpillar for me, albeit a Disney-looking one. And the third one was the wishbone with a staff crossed through it, which was very interesting. Now, the caterpillar says things will not always be this way. A change is coming. So if we have a look at that relationship reading, for some of you that might feel this week downhearted or dispirited by what is happening, don't let it stick to you. Change is coming, and it's coming fast. It showed up in your weekly reading. By the end of that weekly reading, it's showing up for you. So it's going to come in very fast. But the good news, the change for the better, whatever it may be, is coming in very soon. And the bow says you are highly thought of, which tells me that in all areas of your life, or in some area of your life, someone is looking at you with admiration. They respect you. And it's going to be showing up by the end of the week, most definitely. So if it's in a relationship, you'll feel it in that sector. If it's in your career, you're going to feel it there. Family life, just life in general. You will be made aware of the fact that people kind of respect you and look up to you on some issue. Now, the wishbone with the staff through it is very interesting. The wishbone says a wish is granted, and the staff says you will be taken care of in difficult times. I think you are wishing that something would come in, perhaps on a material level, perhaps even on a partnership level, but there's a deep-held wish here, a deep-seated wish here. The staff says, crossing through that wishbone says, don't worry about this. If it's material things, if it's money, if it's income, you're going to be taken care of somehow. Perhaps not in the way that you anticipated, but you will make it through this and you will be fine. If you're listening to this, then that will be the case. If it's your relationship sector, the same applies. If it's family, goals, whatever the case may be. Even though there might be a bit of a rocky patch and you kind of deeply wish it would change, no matter what transpires now, the universe has your back. And it's going to bring in something into your life. If we look at that Fire Cat card, that was the final card, that will bring the passion and the enthusiasm back into your life. Very most definitely. Right, I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you would like a personal private reading, I'm just going to repeat again, or that amazing soulmate reading, please contact me via the links in the description box below. You can either email or go to the website and book or purchase a reading. I want to thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking, and subscribing. And also to those of you that are sharing my videos, a very, very special thank you. I truly appreciate it.